All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. If my wife was here, she would say that I'm perfectly on time because I'm usually 10 minutes late. So we'll jump right in. So good afternoon. Welcome to the Medical School Honors Convocation. As the interim dean of Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine, it's a privilege to be here today to celebrate the outstanding achievements of faculty, staff, and medical students from all 4 of our classes. Before we begin, please join me in welcoming President Dr. Ora Hurst-Peskovitz. And from our exclusive clinical partner, Corewell Health, we've got Dr. Daryl Almushi, who's the Chief Operating Officer. We've got Lamont Yoder, the President of Corewell Health East for 4 days now. And Margaret Casey, who is a Senior Vice President and Chief Development Officer and the President of the Corewell Health Foundation of Southeast Michigan. I'd also like to welcome some very special people who have supported our medical students through scholarships and endowments. You will hear their names in the program as well when students have benefited from their generosity are recognized. I'm pleased to welcome back with much gratitude Eva and Ken Matzik, Dr. Stephen Newman, Ann Nicholson, and her husband Jim was not able to make it today, Ann. And Maggie Savage, who established the W.J. and Lillian Kemmler Medical Student Scholarship in her parents' name. Now, without much further ado, let's start this ceremony in the Honors Convocation tradition by recognizing the individuals who have been inducted into medical honor societies. As I acknowledge the honor, I ask that the recipients please stand and remain standing while all of the names are called. We will applaud when the last student in each society has been recognized. I'm going to begin with the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society inductees. Last year, 24 of you were inducted into the AOA Honor Medical Society. The top 25% of the class was eligible for nomination, and up to 16% could be elected. By being selected as an AOA member, you have proven that you are leaders who have attained distinction and scholarship while demonstrating an unselfish dedication to serving others. Graduating medical students will wear AOA green cords during the commencement ceremony tomorrow. Students, please stand when your name is called and remain standing. We will hold our applause until the end. For the class of 2024, the inductees are Rashid Abidullah, Faris Al-Khoury, Colin Braithwaite, Aleka Como, Marvi Espiritu, Daniel Fortney, Sarah Freed, Paige Girdley, Tanner Hafen, Mohammed Haydus, Christopher Issa, Alex Kessler, Konstantinos Kustas, Eva Leung, Tiffany Lowe, Marley Mason Moretti, Thomas Merrim, Megan Moore, Jennifer Wynn, Kate Romero, Joseph Salib, Nicholas Schimmel, Mackenzie Schmidt, and Sarah Totes. And for the class of 2025, the inductees are Amanda Bashand, Bianca Elias, Aaron Mueller, Garrett Peters, and Alexander Woznicki. Please join me in congratulating the AOA members. At OUWB, compassion is in our DNA, and therefore we take great pride in uniting academic excellence with service to others. We created our Compass Service Honors to acknowledge graduating medical students who have participated in 150 or more hours of community service over their 4 years in medical school. Graduating medical students will wear the purple and silver Compass Service Honors cords during the commencement ceremony tomorrow. Students, please stand when your name is called and remain standing. We will hold our applause until the end. Adele Andemuscu, Ferris Alkuri, Catherine Barkrach, Aleka Como, Mary Dreek, Marvi Espiritu, Luke Fickenworth, Jesse Four, Ravel Gappy, Paige Girdley, Mohammed Haydous, Aubrey Hahn, Miriam Hermes, Mahmoud Hijazi, Christopher Issa, Alexander Yakulov, Danya Kalel, Ryan Coe, Connor Little, Tiffany Lowe, Megan Mansour, Marley Mason Moretti, David Malik, Thomas Maram, Megan Moore, Jennifer Wynn, Ann O'Connor, Divyani Patel, Rajiv Patel, Ali Rita, Kate Romero, Leah Rotenbach, Gabrielle Rawlinson, Zara Salim, Joseph Salib, Mackenzie Schmidt, Emily Schneider, Prasoon Sharma, Uvarshi Singh, Jonathan Stone, Sarah Totes, Alexis Tran, Victoria Whiting, and Ashley Williams. Please join me in congratulating the Compass Service Honor members. There are 7 members of the class of 2024 who have received honors from the Association of Pathology Chairs Honor Society. These students demonstrated scholastic achievement in pathology curriculum in their research and are recognized for their leadership qualities. Graduating medical students will wear their honor pins during the commencement ceremony. Students, please remain standing until after your name is called, and we will hold applause until the end. The students are Jesse Four, Mohammed Haydous, Christopher Isu, Eva Leung, Megan Moore, Emily Schneider, and Sarah Totes. Please join me in congratulating these students. Students and residents inducted into this next honor society are peer-nominated for their extraordinary compassion and patient-centered care. They are the kind of physicians their peers would like to care for them or their loved ones. I am speaking of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. The mission of this honor society is to recognize individuals who will inspire and nurture humanism in others and who will serve as role models, mentors, and leaders in medicine. Medical students and Corewell Health residents are inducted into the society at OUWB's special Faircloth Evening of Medical Humanism in March. Graduating medical students will wear the GHHS gold cords at the commencement ceremony tomorrow. Today, there are student inductees from the classes of 2024 and 2025 who will be recognized. I will call the names from both classes and ask that the students remain standing after their name is called, and please hold your applause until the end. The class of 2024 inductees are Oyen Kansale Akinpula, Adele Adamesco, Nicholas Ang, Kimberly Onyundike, Parisa Bustani, Caroline Dessler, Marvi Espiritu, Majd Faraj, Mahmoud Hijazi, Donna Kael, Ryan Coe, Tiffany Lowe, Divyani Patel, Gabrielle Rollinson, Prasoon Sharma, Holly Schiffman, Sarah Totes, Nicholas Toda, Victoria Whiting, Ashley Williams, and the class of 2025 inductees are Elena Uvatissian, Emily Babcock, Amanda Bashand, Elizabeth Carlson, Connie Chen, Ekaterina Larushina Clark, Sarah George, Suhani Gupta, Randall Hillary, David Howell, Fanny Huang, Jacqueline Watez, Ryan Owosu, Rima Stepian, Chance Stevenson, Maximilian Troike, Laxmi Viratamani, Viratamani. And please join me in congratulating the GHHS members. In addition to our students, there were 6 Corewell Health residents inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Residents, when your name is called, please stand and remain standing. We will hold our applause until the end. I'm pleased to announce that 2 of the residents are actually OUWB alumni. They are diagnostic radiologist Dr. Mitchell Reitzma from the class of 2021 and family medicine physician Dr. Allison Nguyen from the class of 2022. Joining them are internal medicine physicians Dr. Nitya Batra, Dr. Mary Townsend, and Dr. Lauren Workman, and obstetrics and gynecologist Dr. Ilana Perry. Now, to continue with our awards in humanism, I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Jason Wasserman, Professor of Bioethics in the Department of Foundational Medical Studies. Dr. Wasserman will recognize the recipients of the Arnold P. Gold Foundation Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Award. Dr. Wasserman.
Well, thank you, Dr. Carpenter, and good afternoon, everyone. The Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Award, presented by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, recognizes 1 graduating medical student and 1 faculty member who are exemplars in humanism in the care of their patients. The award includes a certificate and a check for $500, and recipients become inducted as lifelong members in the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Our student award winner, who was also nominated by her peers and then selected by a review committee of OUWB Gold Humanism Honor Society alumni, is Divyani Patel. Divyani, please stand while I say a few words. And this is a narrative written by her peers, which I think says a lot. Divyani is dedicated to breaking the stigma surrounding homelessness and a commitment that started during her undergraduate years at UC San Diego. And she's furthered while at OUWB through her extensive involvement in the OUWB Street Medicine Leadership Team. She's an aspiring emergency medicine physician who also has a master's degree in global health medicine and hopes of one day creating sustainable solutions to global health inequalities. Divyani's peers admire her work ethic, her strong advocacy for vulnerable populations, and her commitment to serving others. In their words, she is, quote, an inspiration to her peers and future colleagues. Please join me in congratulating Divyani Patel. This year's Faculty Toe Humanism Award winner is Dr. Ida Rubino, who was nominated by 3rd and 4th year students and then selected by the Gold Humanism Honor Society Selection Committee. Dr. Rubino, please stand while I share a few words about why you were selected for this impressive award. Dr. Rubino is an assistant professor for the Department of Family Medicine and Community Health and a course director for the Art and Practice of Medicine course. She has been in practice for 30 years and provides patient care at Corewell Health, Beaumont, Troy Hospital. Dr. Rubino was chosen by the students who wrote in their words because of her gentle guidance and ability to create a comfortable environment for students to learn clinical skills. Her kind and thoughtful manner transcends beyond her patients and onto her students. She exemplifies the great privilege it is to be a physician, and it's a quality that her students say that they hope to emulate in their future careers. So everyone, please join me in congratulating Dr. Ida Rubino. So now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Chris Carpenter back to the podium to present the Distinguished Service Award.
Thank you, Dr. Wasserman. At this point in the program, on behalf of OUWB, I will be recognizing an individual for his role as the chair of the Department of Foundational Medical Studies. He will receive the Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine Distinguished Service Award, a chair with an inscription engraved in it commemorating his commitment to OUWB. The person I'm speaking of is Dr. Douglas Gould. Unfortunately, at the last minute, he could not be here to accept this award in person. Nevertheless, I will share with you my planned remarks about Dr. Gold and the effect that he had on our school. He impacted the growth and development of the Department of Foundational Medical Studies when he was a professor and as vice chair in 2012, and from 2018 through January this year, 2024, as chair of the department. His dedication in medical education was evident by his willingness to co-lead 2 of the accreditation work groups, which helped our school earn full accreditation for 8 years with the LCME. He was instrumental in developing OUWB research with the hiring of faculty members in the area of eye research, neurosciences, and population health informatics. Dr. Gold was not only an outstanding leader, he was a skilled anatomist who was named as Fellow of the American Association for Anatomy in 2020. His passion for anatomy propelled the establishment of the OUWB Body Donation Program, along with improving the original design and functionality of the anatomy lab learning environment for our students. Yes, we miss him around here, but there's no doubt he is making his mark at Texas A&M College of Dentistry. We will make sure that he receives his chair. Next, it is my honor to introduce Commander Victoria Murray, who will preside over the military promotion ceremonies, followed by the presentation of the Excellence in Public Health Award from the United States Public Health Service. Commander Murray. Oh.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Carpenter. My name is Commander Victoria Murray. I'm a member of the Commissioned Corps of the United States Public Health Service. Today, I'm here to promote 2 graduating service members, Stephen Greenwell and Catherine Barkoch. I invite both of you to come up to the stage, please. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Before we perform their promotion ceremony, I would like to share some background about what is about to happen. The ceremony itself is an affirmation to everyone here that the work that Stephen and Catherine are going to do, the promise of taking care of patients within the services and serving in the military, is a huge honor. Stephen is being promoted to captain in the United States Air Force. He will be pinned by his wife, Meredith. Catherine is being promoted to lieutenant in the United States Navy. She will be pinned by her sister, Anna. As medical students, Stephen and Catherine are considered O1s, or first-level officers, and upon graduation, they are promoted into the O3 category, which is a junior grade officer. After they cite the oath together, they will be promoted to the next higher rank. Then their family members will do a ceremonial changing of the ranks. Now I request that Stephen's wife and Catherine's sister please join us on the stage and stand next to their students as they take their oath. You guys ready? All right, let's begin the recitation of the oath. I state your name.
I, Stephen James Greenwell,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will continue to bear true faith
that I will continue to bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution and the country whose course it directs,
to the Constitution and the country whose course it directs,
and that I take this obligation freely
and that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation.
without any mental reservation.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Meredith and Anna, please proceed with the pinning. All right. Congratulations, Stephen and Catherine. All right. Now, on behalf of the Public Health Service Physicians Professional Advisory Committee, I have the honor of presenting an outstanding OUWB student with the Excellence in Public Health Award. The Public Health Service was founded in 1798 to provide medical care to sailors and merchant marines with yellow fever and malaria. Since then, our mission has broadened to deliver health promotion and disease prevention programs to all people. Today, the Commission Corps of the PHS is dedicated to serving on the front lines in the nation's fight against disease and poor health conditions. For his commitment to improving the health of the community that he serves, we recognize Ryan Coe with the 2024 Excellence in Public Health Award. Ryan, please join me on the stage while I share some very impressive reasons why I am presenting you with this national award today. As a first-year medical student, Ryan felt compelled to save lives and dispel medical misinformation during the COVID pandemic. He addressed vaccine hesitancy and provided immediate, accessible vaccinations using a $500 community service grant. Ryan then initiated a vaccine education campaign that resulted in a research award from the American College of Physicians. It also led to a position on their administrative board as a national delegate, where he was able to expand the campaign to medical schools across the country. And it should be noted that more than 100 of Ryan's medical school peers completed the education training. Additionally, Ryan has a passion for advancing modern radiation therapy. He has conducted research in this area, which adds to the knowledge base needed to advance the goals of the Surgeon General's priorities in the area of cancer medicine. Ryan will further develop his interest in radiation oncology during his residency at University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. Ryan, thank you very much for your hard work and dedication to public health. All right. Now, to continue the awards presentations, I invite to the stage the Chair of the Committee on Student Awards and Associate Professor of Foundational Medical Studies, Dr. Varna Tarunakanti. Please join us.
Thank you, Commander Murray. Good afternoon, everyone. At the end of each academic year, the Committee on Students Awards asks course directors to nominate outstanding students from their courses. The committee, using a broad set of criteria, selects 3 students from each of the first 2 years to receive the Outstanding Students Award. Today, we recognize those students from the class of 2024 who in their first and second years at OUWB distinguished themselves for excellence in academic performance, leadership, service, and scholarship. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to receive the award. So the recipients for the Outstanding First Year Student Award are Sarah Totes, Megan Moore, and Nicholas Schimmel. So the recipients for the Outstanding Second Year Student Awards are Tiffany Lowe, Leah Rottenbach, and Mackenzie Schmidt. So congratulations to all the students. Now I welcome to the podium Dr. Morris, Associate Dean of Clinical Education and Associate Professor in the Department of Foundational Medical Studies, to present the M3 and M4 Clerkship Awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tarunakanti. clinical learning environment is tough, as it should be. This is medical school, and these are our future doctors. Our clerkship directors have very high expectations for themselves and for the students that they teach. Our students have done extraordinarily well in these clerkships, but it takes a village to get them to this stage in their medical training, and a lot of hard work and perseverance on their part as well. At the end of, wasn't the right page. Within the clerkship and specialty departments, students have an opportunity to distinguish themselves in a number of ways in the clinical environment, including being active participants, motivated learners, exhibiting professionalism, and showcasing exceptional knowledge and diagnostic skills. At the end of the 3rd and 4th year clerkships, clinical faculty and course directors select one student from each clerkship to receive an award for exemplifying the spirit of that department. I'm pleased to present the following students from the class of 2024 their awards for outstanding performance achieved during their 3rd year clerkships. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage and receive your award. The recipient of the award for outstanding performance in family medicine in the family medicine clerkship is Tiffany Lowe. The recipient for the award for outstanding performance in the internal medicine clerkship is Nicholas Toha. The recipient for the award for outstanding performance in the neurology clerkship is Dr. Oyen Kansala Akinpalu. The recipient for the award for outstanding performance in the obstetrics and gynecology clerkship is Chandler Ray. The recipient of the award for outstanding performance in the pediatrics clerkship is Amanda Mazzoli. The recipient of the award for outstanding performance in the psychiatry clerkship is Holly Schiffman. The recipient for the award for outstanding performance in the surgery clerkship is Nicholas Schimmel. It is now my pleasure to present the students from the class of 2024 their awards for outstanding performance during their 4th year clerkships. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage and receive your award. The recipient of the award for outstanding performance in the anesthesia and pain medicine clerkship is Emily Schneider. The recipient for the award for outstanding performance in the diagnostic medicine clerkship is Mackenzie Schmidt. The recipient for the award for outstanding performance in the emergency medicine clerkship is Ravel Gappy. Let's congratulate all these award winners. I now invite the OUWB Charter Class alumna and the current Prism Mentor, Dr. Melissa Basie, to the stage to present the next award. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Morris. The American Medical Women's Association, commonly referred to as AMWA, is an organization that functions at the local, national, and international levels to advance women in medicine and improve women's health. This is achieved by providing and developing leadership, advocacy, education, expertise, mentoring, and strategic alliances. Each year, AMWA awards the Glasgow-Rubin Certificates of Commendation for academic achievement to women who graduate in the top 10% of their medical graduating classes. As an alumna who was involved with AMWA during my time at OUWB, and now as an OBGYN who has dedicated my career to women's health, I take great pride in presenting the following students with the Glasgow-Rubin Certificate. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to receive your award. Aleka Como. Aleka. Eva Leung. Tiffany Lowe. Megan Moore. Jenny Nguyen. Mackenzie Schmidt. And Sarah Totes. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Dwayne Baxa, Embark Co-Director and Associate Professor of Foundational Medical Studies, to present the Embark Scholarship Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Basie. And good afternoon to everyone. Embark is a required scholarly concentration program at OUWB consisting of longitudinal research training courses and an independent faculty-mentored research project. Participating in research during undergraduate medical education benefits students in many areas, including analytical skills, communication skills, self-directed learning, appreciation of scientific literature, and interest in academic medicine careers. Along with traditional research training curricula, the Embark program aims to provide a safe learning environment and curricular scaffolding for students to develop their non-cognitive, personal, and professional practice skills through experiential learning. The Embark program could not succeed without the support of our faculty mentors, currently standing at over 375 mentors and co-mentors, so thank you to all of you. It is now my pleasure to present the following awards for excellence in research. The following students received Embark Competitive Scholarship Awards for their manuscripts as judged based on potential impact of the research topic, quality of the study design, clear and concise description of results and conclusions, and overall impressions on the manuscript. Project titles and faculty mentors are highlighted in your program. For the Kenneth J. Matzik Embark Program Competitive Scholarship, 2 students received the 2022 Manuscript of the Year Honorable Mention Award. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to receive your award. Mahmoud Hijazi. Unfortunately, Mahmoud is not able to join us today. Christopher Issa. The recipient of the 2023 Manuscript of the Year Award is Joshua France. Finally, 3 students received the 2023 Manuscript of the Year Honorable Mention Award. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage and receive your award. Sarah Battle, Unfortunately, Sarah is not able to join us today. Prasoon Sharma, unfortunately, Prasoon is not able to attend today. And Colin Braithwaite. For the Rabbits Foundation Embark Program Competitive Scholarship, the recipient of the Manuscript of the Year First Runner-Up 2023 Award, is Holly Schiffman. Three students received the Manuscript of the Year Honorable Mention 2023 Award. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage and receive your award. Megan Klontz Hinshaw. Unfortunately, Megan is not able to join us today. Sarah Totes. And Tanner Hafen. For the Newman Family Foundation Embark Competitive Scholarship, the recipient of the Manuscript of the Year Honorable Mention 2023 Award is Ravel Gabby. And finally, for the Ann V. Nicholson Embark Competitive Scholarship, the recipient of the Manuscript of the Year Honorable Mention 2023 Award is Sajid Hassan. Congratulations to all of the Embark Competitive Scholarship recipients. And now I'd like to bring to the stage Mr. Collard for the next awards.
Thank you, Dr. Baxa. I'm pleased to be here this afternoon to present the awards to those students who have earned scholarships from our esteemed donors. I'll begin with the Ann Nicholson Community Service Scholarship. Ann Nicholson is a former Oakland University trustee. Thank you, Ann, for being here with us today. Ann's an instrumental leader, an energetic fundraiser for multiple Oakland University initiatives. Her continued commitment to supporting OUWB medical students who serve their community will be recognized through this scholarship. There are 3 students from the class of 2024 who received this scholarship during their tenure at OUWB. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to receive your award. For the 2022-23 academic year, Tiffany Lowe. For the 2023-24 academic year, Miriam Hermes. And also Sarah Totes from the 2023-24 academic year. Next is the James V. Hubner, MD, Oakland University Alumni Scholarship. Dr. James V. Hubner and his wife Ruth are longtime supporters of Oakland University students, having previously established multiple scholarships for students studying in the School of Nursing. They've extended their generosity to OUWB students who have demonstrated outstanding academic success, a commitment to the OUWB mission, and who seek to practice medicine in Michigan. The OUWB student from the class of 2024 received this scholarship over 3 academic years. She's an Oakland University alumna who will remain in Michigan for her residency in diagnostic radiology at Corewell Health, William Beaumont University Hospital. Megan Moore, please come to the stage. Receive your award. Next is the W.J. and Lillian Kemmler Scholarship, which was established by OUWB donor Maggie Savage to honor the memory of her parents. Thank you, Maggie, for celebrating with us today. Dr. Kemmler was a compassionate, community-based physician who would be proud of the type of physicians being trained at OUWB. He also understood the high cost of attending medical school and how that could influence the type of physician you may become. Therefore, the Kemmler Scholarship defrays the cost of medical school. The student from the class of 2024 received the scholarship for the 2021-22 academic year, Sawan El-Hani. The next 2 scholarships from Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine were established to further expand support for students who would benefit from financial assistance as they pursue their medical education at OUWB. The fund is supported through a number of sources, including donors of OUWB. Eligibility criteria include a strong passion for fulfilling the school's mission to develop compassionate physicians who are dedicated to improving the health of their communities, collaboration, and lifelong learning. The first scholarship is supported by our generous faculty members. The student from the class of 2024 received the OUWB Faculty Scholarship for the 2022-23 academic year. Jesse Four, please come to the stage to receive your award. There are 3 students from the class of 2024 who received the OUWB Scholarship during their tenure at OUWB. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to receive your award. Nicholas Ang. Rachel Blaisdell. Sorry. Guess she could not be here today. And also Ryan Coe. Now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Carpenter back to the stage.
Thank you, Steve. I'm especially pleased today to welcome our next presenter and special visitor to our campus. Since 2014, she has been at the helm of Beaumont Health Foundation, which is now the Corewell Health Foundation Southeast Michigan, where she has impacted the lives of Southeast Michigan community, raising money for research, leading ed, medical care, and education. And while she prepares for retirement, she will leave a lasting impression on our OUWB with the establishment of many generous scholarships in support of our students. I'm speaking of Senior Vice President and Chief Development Officer for Corewell Health and the President of the Corewell Health Foundation Southeast Michigan, Margaret Casey, who will be presenting the Corewell Health Foundation Scholarships Award. Margaret? And with her retirement, we want to provide her with some flowers. We have other gifts for her as well. So. But I'll take those from you. I'll take them.
Well, that was a lovely surprise. Thank you very much to the OU family. I appreciate it. Thank you. Excuse me. Well, thank you again. It's great to be back at Oakland University, not only for this very special occasion, because it takes me back to when I did graduate work here many, many, many years ago. And this campus has grown since that time, and it's very beautiful. So congratulations to everyone that has made that happen as well. They certainly didn't have a medical school back then, I'll assure you of that. So I did spend a lot of time studying, and I know probably not as much as the medical students. But now, without further delay, I am excited to greet the outstanding recipients of the Corewell Health Foundation's scholarships. One of the first scholarships established for OUWB was the Dean's Scholarship. The scholarship was initially funded by the medical staff of Beaumont hospitals at OUWB, 3 training hospitals. At that time, it was Royal Oak, Troy, and Grosse Pointe. In addition, we had donors supporting those scholarships, which was the late Rose Hassarian and Susan Cooper. Today, in addition to significant gifts from individuals, the fund is supported by our annual giving appeals and now the Corewell Health staff through their annual employee giving campaigns. The criteria includes a strong passion for fulfilling the mission of OUWB, specifically through championing diversity and inclusion. The student from the class of 2024 to receive this scholarship for the 2023-2024 academic year is Leah Rotenbach. Please come to the stage to receive this recognition. Thank you. The Corewell Health Foundation Scholarship, formerly the Beaumont Health Foundation Scholarship, was established to help further expand support for students who would benefit from financial assistance as they pursue their medical education at OUWB. The scholarship fund is supported through a number of sources and donors and will continue to grow in the years ahead through the efforts of the foundation. There are 4 students from the class of 2024 who received this scholarship during their tenure at Oakland University, William Beaumont. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to be recognized for this achievement. It's going to be hard to read your names, though. Thank you. Emily Schneider. Thank you so much. Holly Schiffman. Congratulations. Marian Hurmaz. And Michael Cole. We'll give it to Michael later. Thank you. I'll give it to you. Thanks. Next, we are awarding the Paul E. Morth Leadership and Education Scholarship. Paul served as a lecturer and the chairman of the Resource Development Board of Oakland University's School of Education and Human Services. His family has generously donated funds to honor his memory by supporting an OUWB student who exemplifies his commitment to educating others. The student from the class of 2024 to receive this scholarship in leadership and education for the 2020-2021 academic year is Kimberly Onudike. Fortunately, Kimberly is not here today. The next scholarship was established by Dr. Prasad, a Corewell Health nephrologist, and his colleagues who supported his vision of inspiring the next generation of physician leaders. There are 2 students from the class of 2024 who received the the Dr. Prasad Family and Friends Scholarship for the 23-24 academic year. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to be recognized for this achievement. Colin Braithwaite. And Ryan Coe. My final presentation is for the Shostak Family Scholarship. For nearly a century, the Shostak family has had a positive impact in Michigan. Robert Shostak is currently a member of the OUWB Medical School Management Committee, and he will be speaking at the commencement ceremony tomorrow in his capacity as chair of the Oakland University Board of Trustees. The Shostak family has a long history of supporting OUWB and has generously created a scholarship to assist students who are Michigan residents at the time of their medical school application and who have a desire to practice medicine in Michigan. This year, there are 5 students from the class of 2024 who received this scholarship during their tenure at OUWB. Students, as I say your name, please come to the stage to be recognized for this achievement. Hamad Ali. Nicholas Ong. Shani Dodabalpur. I don't think he's here today. Rebel Gapi. And Patrick Thrasher. And I don't believe he's here either. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Bailey, who will come and present the next awards.
Okay, so I think the lights went out because we're not moving enough. So the next round of applause have to be up here. All in favor? Got it. Thank you, Senior Vice President Casey. I am honored to be able to present this year's awards for excellence in diversity. Each year, this award is given in 3 categories: faculty, staff, and students, who demonstrate a sustained commitment to fostering the health of a diverse and equitable and inclusive community. Recipients of this award exemplify outstanding efforts in diversity, equity, inclusion through their achievements in leadership, professionalism, service, scholarship, and going above and beyond what is expected of them. This year, awardees have served in local and national leadership positions as mentors and facilitators. They have volunteered extensively and developed scholarship and research that helps us to build a healthy, diverse community. Of course, my pages would stick. The Excellence in Diversity Student Award goes to 2 students this year who have demonstrated passionate care to our community and profound leadership efforts focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. While maintaining their very busy academic demands, they serve as ambassadors for OUWB. Forrest Bowler, from the class of 2026, is not able to be here with us today, but I'd like to tell you why he is one of the recipients of this award. Forrest is often working to accomplish these DEI initiatives through his research, leadership, and volunteering with marginalized groups in our local community. He has published multiple papers on the importance of DEI in rural medicine with publications such as Can health disparities be addressed by giving rural minorities dual consideration in the medical school admissions process? And TikTok and its role in racism within rural communities. Forrest, along with another medical student and myself, submitted a research project that focused on the content of diversity, equity, inclusion in internal medicine fellowship program websites. As part of the work, an abstract was submitted in 2024 American College of Physicians Research poster competition. That abstract was one of the highest scoring submissions and had been selected as a finalist for the competitions. Fingers crossed. Now, I want to invite Rima Stepania from the class of 2025 to join me on stage. Rima? Rima is an OUWB diversity champion who consistently demonstrates her dedication to promoting diversity and inclusion within the medical field. Through her various leadership roles and initiatives, including serving as the president of the Ophthalmology Interest Group and serving as co-coordinator of the Gary Bernstein Community-Free Clinic Garden, these are just a few things where her leadership role shines. She is responsible for initiating the annual OUWB OIG vision screenings in collaboration with Corewell Health Ophthalmology Residency Program and the nonprofit organization El Centro Multicultural La Familia at the Mexican Consulate. Furthermore, she has secured grants totaling $900 to support the procurement of materials for these screenings, and she's coordinated the collection and donation of more than 100 pairs of vision glasses to screening in Sri Lanka. Rima has also coordinated the Hispanic Newcomer Outreach Summer Anatomy Program, and she facilitated educational opportunities for underserved populations. It gives me great pleasure to present the Excellence in Diversity Award to you, Rima. Congrats. I tell you, these pages didn't stick till I got up here, but I got it. Next, I would love to have you help me invite Dr. Trima Matthew to the stage as the recipient of the Excellent in Diversity Faculty Award. Dr. Matthew? Dr. Matthew is an OUWB DEI champion and DEI council member. Her strong interest in learning and integrating the principles of DEI has led her to apply and put it into practice at local, regional, and national levels. For example, Dr. Matthews became a member of the Infectious Disease Society of America's Inclusion, Diversity, Access, and Equity Task Force, so she could advocate for the needs of the communities faced with health inequities. She's published 4 review articles with the colleagues on this task force. Last fall, Dr. Matthews welcomed the opportunity to present and integrating the DEI principles with infection prevention work in healthcare settings. And more recently, she was appointed a member of the Society of Healthcare Epidemiology of America's inaugural DEI committee. Dr. Matthew has a way of including inclusion in her research and mentoring efforts here at OUWB. Please raise your hands up here and applause for Dr. Trini Matthew, this year's recipient. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Rose Whittemire to the stage. Applause up here. Dr. Rose Whittemire is a director of education, training, and community integration and outreach for the Center of Community Engagement, COMPASS, here at OUWB. She is our staff award recipient for several reasons. Within her role as director, Dr. Whittemire has demonstrated a profound commitment to DEI. She uses her skills as a teacher and facilitator to provide OUWB medical students, faculty, and staff with opportunities to improve their understanding of diverse populations. A few examples include her work with the Poverty Simulation Debrief, the Passport to Medicine program, and the Medical Student as Educator program, where important outreach occur on diversity issues. Dr. Whittemire impacts diverse populations, particularly in the Pontiac community, where she has championed support for veterans' efforts, established and grown a partnership with Welcome Missionary Baptist Church and its amazing pastor, Pastor Jones, and the Greater Pontiac Community Coalition. And she's also helped to promote events that benefit Pontiac in efforts such as art, fish, and fun. It's important to note that Dr. Whittemire's interest in DEI goes beyond the workplace. She and her family frequently volunteer for community events in their free time, reinforcing that she has a true passion for diversity and community engagement. Please join me in welcoming and celebrating Dr. Rose Whittemire for our Staff Excellence Award. It is now my pleasure to welcome Dr. Gamichu and Dr. Reddick to the stage for the Faculty Recognition Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Bailey. Hello, everyone. Each year, OUWB honors its faculty members for excellence in teaching, research, and service through our annual OUWB Faculty Awards. The awards process is overseen by the OUWB Faculty Recognition Committee, which solicits and reviews nominations. I'm here today to present the first Faculty Recognition Award to Associate Professor Dr. Jigsaw Gamichu, the recipient of the Foundational Medical Studies Excellence in Teaching Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Redex. It's a privilege to receive this award from you. Now, on behalf of the Faculty Recognition Committee, I'm pleased to present this year's Faculty Recognition Awards in the 5 award categories. So the recipient of Clinical Sciences Excellence in Teaching Award is Dr. Lori Steck, professor in the Department of Ophthalmology. So congratulations, Dr. Steck, and please receive this award for your outstanding contribution to clinical teaching. Thank you. The recipient of Foundational Medical Studies Excellence in Research Award is Dr. Tracy Taylor, an associate professor at the Department of Foundational Medical Studies. And congratulations, Dr. Taylor. And the recipient of Clinical Studies Excellence in Research Award is Dr. Alexandra Halalu, professor at the Department of Internal Medicine. Unfortunately, Dr. Halalu is not able to attend this today. And the recipient for the Foundational Medical Studies Excellence in Service Award is Dr. Sarah Lerchenfeld, Associate Professor and Interim Co-Chair in the Department of Foundational Medical Studies. And the recipient of Clinical Excellence in Service Award is Dr. Baopal Hang, Assistant Professor in the Department of Emergency Medicine. And congratulations. Please join me in giving another round of applause for all of the winners in different award categories. And finally, many dedicated and wonderful faculty were nominated this year, and I would like to take a moment to show them our gratitude for their continued dedication to OUWB. Please hold your applause until the end. In the Foundational Medical Studies Excellence in Teaching Award category, Dr. Paul McGee, Dr. Rebecca Pratt, and Dr. Verna Tarakanti. Under Clinical Excellence in Teaching Award category, Dr. Shruti Ramakrishna from the Department of Family Medicine, Dr. Stephen Joseph from the Department of Emergency Medicine, and Dr. Hari Wasfari from the Department of Colorectal Surgery. And in the research category, Dr. Brett Todd from the Department of Emergency Medicine. And in the service category, Dr. Ibrahim Sablaban from the Department of Psychiatry. Please let's give them applause, all of them. Thank you to all of our faculty for their time and support. And now I invite Dr. Carpenter to the podium to present the Dean's Distinguished Professor Awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gamechu. I have the privilege of introducing not one, but two recipients of the Dean's Distinguished Professor Award. We established this award last year to recognize and acknowledge the contributions of an employed, full-time, tenured faculty at the rank of professor within the Department of Foundational Medical Studies. The nominee must have an exceptional record of scholarship, teaching, and service, and must have achieved a record of distinction in exhibiting the values of OUWB. The two recipients of this award are Dr. Nelly Afonso and Dr. Jason Wasserman, both professors of the Department of Foundational Medical Studies, and both have impacted OUWB in their own unique ways. Our first awardee, Dr. Nelly Afonso, is a founding faculty member and medical doctor, an educator, a research, and a global health and community advocate. Her interest in the areas of medical education, clinical skills, women's health, and vaccine hesitancy has led to important research initiatives. For example, one of her most recent publications on evaluating vaccine hesitancy among medical students has been cited in 600 times over the past 3 years. As the Assistant Dean for Community Integration and Outreach and Director of the Art and Practice of Medicine course, she was instrumental in developing new courses such as the interprofessional course with the University of Detroit Mercy School of Dentistry. In this course, medical and dental students work closely together to understand how patients benefit when healthcare professionals collaborate. From showing students how to properly give a flu shot to engaging in community as an advisor to the Southeast Michigan Center for Medical Education, Dr. Afonso is a compassionate leader who instills confidence in her students. Dr. Afonso, please join me to accept the Dean's Distinguished Professor Award. Nobody saw it, don't worry. Thank you. Oh, got you again. All right, thank you. Our next awardee, Dr. Jason Wasserman. Dr. Wasserman is a bioethicist, a researcher and writer, and innovative instructor, and a community champion. Since joining OUWB in 2013, Dr. Wasserman has been instrumental in shaping the medical humanities and clinical bioethics curriculum. He serves as its course director and continuously invents new ways to engage students, which has included developing interactive iBooks to deliver course content and replacing traditional essay assignments with self-reflection videos. Dr. Wasserman represents OUWB on a national and international level, speaking and presenting on complex ethical issues and publishing research in leading bioethics journals such as the American Journal of Bioethics and prestigious medical journals such as the New England Journal of Medicine. He has a passion for creating programs with big impact. Some examples include the co-founding of Street Medicine Program, which addresses homelessness in Pontiac, and founding Oakland University's Center for Moral Values in Health and Medicine, which has a mission of being the premier bioethics center in the nation addressing social disparities and injustices. And thanks to Dr. Wasserman, a third cohort of students will be traveling to Poland next month for an ethics and humanism educational experience with the OUWB Holocaust in Medicine program. Dr. Wasserman, please join me on the stage to accept the Dean's Distinguished Professor Award. I now invite Luke Fickenworth, OUWB Class of 2024, to the stage to present the Golden Apple Awards. Luke?
Thank you, Dr. Carpenter. The Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine Golden Apple Awards were created and formed by the medical school student body, represented by OUWB student representatives elected by the medical school government under the direction of the Faculty Recognition Committee. The goal of the Golden Apple Awards is to give the student body the ability to recognize excellent teaching by residents, fellows, and faculty at the medical school. This award system is a student-driven process where the student body nominates, votes, and awards top residents, fellows, and faculty for their teaching contributions to each class of students in both the clinical and preclinical curriculum. Through these awards, we hope to increase recognition of faculty members who work above and beyond their role in the training of OUWB's future physicians. The following awardees were selected by students from the classes 2024, 2025, and 2026 for their excellence in teaching during the 2022 to 2023 academic year, and by the class of 2024 for the 2023 to 2024 academic year. Nominations will open shortly for the classes of 2025 to 2027 to select their Golden Apple candidates for excellent teaching from this exciting academic year. Congratulations to the following recipients of this year's Golden Apple Awards. As I say your name, please come to the stage to accept your award. M1 Clinical Faculty for the class of 2026 is Dr. Simon Dixon, Professor, Department of Cardiovascular Medicine. The M2 Foundational Medical Studies Faculty, class of 2025, is Dr. Ann Nguyen, Assistant Professor, Department of Foundational Medical Studies. The M2 Clinical Faculty, voted by the class of 2025, is Dr. Sangeetha Kaur, Associate Professor, Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. The M3 Teaching Resident Fellow, voted on by the class of 2024, is Dr. Ahmad Haj Assad, Resident, Department of Surgery. I don't think he's with us today, so we'll move on to the M3 Teaching Attending. Like, round of applause for Dr. The M3 Teaching Attending, voted on by the class of 2024, is Dr. Harry Wasfrey, Associate Professor, Department of Colorectal Surgery. The M4 Teaching Resident and Fellow, voted on by the class of 2024, is Dr. Kristen Lamarb, a resident and an alumna of the OUWB class of 2021. And the M4 Teaching Attending, voted on by the class of 2024, is Dr. Nathan Novotny, Assistant Professor, Department of Pediatric Surgery. Now, I am pleased to welcome to the stage Dr. William Miles to present the Award of Honor, the Michelle D. Rabel Award.
Thank you, Luke. Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bill Miles. I'm a psychiatrist by training. Spent almost my entire career in medical education, and in fact, I was the founding clerkship director for psychiatry here at OUWB. I was also Michelle Rabel's husband. I know most people in this room never met Michelle, after whom this award is named. But the medical students are at least familiar with her because in the student lounge, there's a piano that belonged to Dr. Rabel. And there's a plaque that hangs on one of the study room halls that kind of explains Michelle's connection to the school. So Michelle is still around, just not physically. But I want to take just a few minutes to explain who Dr. Michelle Rabel was and the origins of this award. Michelle Rabel was recruited to OUWB by founding dean Robert Fulberg, and she was recruited to be the founding associate dean for undergraduate medical education. Now, at the time, Michelle was the residency director for pathology at the University of Illinois in Chicago, and was also vice chair for education in the Department of Pathology as well at UIC. Michelle was a passionate and innovative educator, and Dr. Fulberg knew that her approach to medical education was exactly what he wanted for the learning environment of this new medical school. He knew the culture of learning that he envisioned would be heavily influenced by Dr. Rabel's presence. OUWB received preliminary accreditation from the Liaison Committee on Medical Education on February 2nd, 2010. Michelle was ecstatic. I was too. Just 2 days later, on February 4th, 2010, Michelle was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, or AML, which is rather ironic given the fact that she was trained as a hematopathologist. Now, believe it or not, she continued to work from her hospital bed as she received chemotherapy, tweaking the curriculum and making the changes that the LCME demanded. In fact, I got a picture of her. I should bring it sometime. Propped up in her hospital bed, central line going into her chest, chemo bags hanging, and she's banging away on her laptop. I kid you not. Now that's dedication. So, during this obviously difficult time, Michelle confided in me that she was saddened that she might not ever meet any of the students who come to this new medical school. She also told me that she was fearful that her contributions to the founding of this school might be forgotten in the event of her death. I promised her I would not let that happen. Dr. Michelle Rabel died from complications of AML on June 21st, 2010. Upon her death, I established an endowment in her memory, and this endowment helps fund this award. In discussing with other founding administrative staff additional ways to ensure Dr. Rabel's contributions and legacy, we decided that a student award would be given in her memory. It would be presented to a medical student who best personifies the qualities that Dr. Rabel brought to this school. These qualities include a student who is compassionate, who cares deeply about others, who demonstrates a love of learning, and who functions as a mentor for every fellow medical student. This student is one whom all medical students everywhere should want to emulate. And this student is also nominated and chosen by their peers. So I am pleased to announce that this year's recipient of the Michelle D. Rabel Award is Jessica Cummings from the class of 2026. Jessica? Now I invite Dr. Berkeley Brown to the stage to begin the class of 2024 PRISM Mentor Recognition Awards. Berkeley?
Thank you, Dr. Miles. And good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know, PRISM stands for Promoting Reflection and Individual Growth Through Support and Mentoring. We're a little creative with the whole acronym thing. But what it is, it's a multi-layered system of support led by dedicated clinical faculty members who focus on the personal growth, wellness, career development of our medical students as they progress through their medical school journey here at OUWB. For the class of 2024, Drs. Friedman, Goike, Karamchandani, Kopera, No, Sinkoff, Smith, and Tu have provided these meaningful experiences for the class using reflections and readings, group discussions, field trips, Topgolf is a favorite, to prepare them for tomorrow, the day we call them physicians. While a number of our mentors couldn't be here today, I think a lot of people in this audience understand clinical duties and other last-minute things. On behalf of the class, I want to recognize all of our PRISM mentors, in particular, Dr. Karamchandani and Dr. Tu, if you want to come forward. We want to thank all of you, and we have a gift for you that we're going to give you a little later, but we want to thank all of you, all of the mentors for their time, advice, and the tremendous influence they've had on all of our students over the last 4 years. And let me say that as one of the PRISM co-course directors, I happen to believe that the connections made, the lessons learned, and yes, the Topgolf, that happen all through this mentorship program is one of the things that really sets OUWB physicians apart from all the rest. So thank you again. And now I invite back to the stage Dr. Carpenter for the closing remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Before we conclude our honors convocation, I'd like to myself extend my thanks and our thanks to the PRISM mentors, Dr. Friedman, Dr. Goike, Dr. Karamchandani, Dr. Kopera, Dr. No, Dr. Sinkoff, Dr. Smith, and Dr. Tu. It really takes a special person to commit to the PRISM program, and we are really privileged that you have shared your time and talents with our students. Thank you for advising them and encouraging them through the ups and downs of medical school. I also extend a special acknowledgement to the co-course directors of PRISM, Dr. Varsha Karamchandani and Dr. Berkeley Brown. Your dedication to the program is much appreciated, and your efforts do not go unnoticed. And to all the mentors, there's no doubt in my mind that long after medical school, these students will reflect on your words of wisdom more than you know. This concludes our honors convocation. Thank you all for coming. Please stay as long as you like and enjoy the refreshments in the back of the room. We do look forward to seeing all of you at commencements tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the arena, and have a great evening. Thank you all very much.